Right, well, I wasn't sure whether to record this or not, but you know, it's probably a good idea. This is a fishing rod I've had for a while. It is the Rockfish Game by HTO, and I've had it for a long time, and it's kind of like the perfect weight, and it's the 5 to 20 grams casting weight, 8 foot. It feels like the perfect rod for me, but it's getting a bit old and knackered, so I am going to repair it somewhat. I've never liked this handle. There's a reason I don't like this handle. Not every fishing reel that I have fits on here, so I'm going to take off. I've always really liked cork handles. Fork handles. No, cork handles. Gotta be careful not to put too much pressure on the carbon and damage it. I'm already happy because I can see now that the handle itself is actually a lot smaller than I thought. So once we got this off, these were epoxied on. I've taken a few of these off before, and I should be able, if I'm careful, and cut through this. I'll probably go off and do it with a saw, and then we'll prise it off with a chisel, very, very carefully. Try a different angle. So this back end's got this little metal ringlet, which is actually quite cool. I'll probably save it just so I can have a look at it. I don't know if I'll use it again. I've got a plan for the back edge here. I want to make like a wooden stop here, maybe, and then put something in the butt. I've done something in the past on another rod. I might do it again. We'll see. But you need to get these off here, because when I cut that, if I can't break it off, I'll have to slide it off this end. So better get rid of the butt. I mean, the whole lot's got to come off anyway. The plan is I'm going to strip all this back and it's going to get a paint job. That's my plan at the moment. Probably cut away from you when if anyone else does this. Don't copy me. What you don't see is I balance myself with this finger when I'm doing it. It looks dangerous, but I'm actually being very, very careful. But any part of this process of taking the reel seat off, you're in quite a bit of danger of breaking the rod, to be honest. So don't, always keep that in mind. It might be the end for the rod, sadly. Don't do it on like your most precious rod. You've got to be sure, is what I mean. epoxy. A bit more. That's a start. Lots of cleaning up to do. Could probably do the rest of it with a blade. If we can get this off. Yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna have a crack at taking it off with just like a simple blade, just like being careful not to damage the carbon rod. I'm gonna see how it goes. I think I used, what did I use last time? I think I pretty much used the same. It was like a heavy duty blade though. I've only got like well, I haven't only got, but got one of these knives here. So I used a more heavy duty Stanley knife before, which I do have in the shed, but it's a bit, it needs a new blade basically, I think. We'll see how we get on a minute. I'm going to leave the ring on. There's a reason I've left the ring on, because I'm going to measure and mark exactly where that goes. And also I quite like this single post ring, and I don't know if I want to replace it. I've got a really good, really strong, it's like a 3-post ring, which I was thinking about putting on here, but I just don't know. I've got a whole set of other rings I was going to put on. Maybe I'll have a shop around and see what I can find, but I really like, I don't know, I kind of like that single post ring. Obviously they don't last as long. I'll think about it. Oh, that is. There's thread there, black thread. I think we might need heat involved. So, managed to get that off. Had to very carefully cut that off. Axle. It's the ring from the butt. I don't know why I've just saved that, just because I don't know, in case I want to use it, I guess. This this is the new rear seat, which is a bit nice. So it's tightened up from the back. The reason I need to take all this off is because I'm probably going to move it up ever so slightly, just so we're in a good sort of like position for my hand. You can't really see that. Elbow to hand. That's the plan anyway. I got a lot of that off. It's looking pretty good. I need to get another blade to scrape this off. It is hard going. I got quite a bit of it off, and I got all the old logos and all that stuff off as well, which you're probably thinking, oh, he's damaged the carbon. It'll be alright, because the plan is I'm going to be putting a whole new coating over the top of this, so it will, I mean, it's still quite strong anyway, you know, at the butt section. Will be good. I'm just gonna hopefully take the rings off and that bit up there as well. I'm gonna take this bit off here, tape it, and then it's just all gonna be painted, and then we're gonna reassemble. That is the plan. Right, so I totally forgot to record any of this stuff. Gave the blank a silver chrome paint job. The bits that look a bit tacky, they're actually points of which we are actually going to be wrapping, so I'm not too fussed about it. I tried to use this epoxy, which I must have got at some point for doing wraps, and it just took forever, so I had to go and get some quicker epoxy just for the real seat. You can use this stuff for the rest of it. What I did forget to record, which would have been really interesting, is the front bit there for the real seat didn't fit after the paint and stuff, and I didn't want to scratch it, so I've just had to drill it out, and it's on the hot side. But I probably should have brought that down, brought the camera for that bit. But I didn't. Halloween soon. Thinking we're going to go for the red wraps for the rings and for the finishes. I've got some ideas floating around my head about stuff that I want to do. I haven't decided on the cap, the butt cap. I'm probably going to make it out of wood, but there's things I want to put on here. Just little things, like I carry around this thing in my bag that reminds me of a friend of mine I used to go fishing with, and I want to sort of like encase that in epoxy on here somewhere. Just add little things, little touches, you know, to make it a bit personal. But I'm quite happy with the progress so far. I've put the real seat in what I think is the perfect position for me, elbow to hand and all that stuff, so it's completely personal. It's in the perfect place for that. It's going pretty well. I haven't managed to scuff anything up yet anyway. That's it. There's parts of this where that kind of looks a bit nasty, especially that bit there. But in reality, you ain't going to see it. So, yeah, see if I can get this on. I need to put the the phone, the camera down, not the phone. Okay. Really don't want to scratch this paint. So I go. It's like one of those games at the fair where you don't want to touch. You know, it makes a beep if you touch the sides. Don't think the paint's that delicate, but actually got a nasty scratch there from when I tried to put it on, but I'm going to put a wrap over it. Right, perfect. Actually, spot on. I just need to give it a bit of glue to keep it in place. Alright. That's in place. There is a scratch somewhere. Where was it? Don't know. There's many scratches. It's not bad. It's not a bad job though. So, little update on this. So this is the packet that a friend of mine brought back from Japan, and he gave me a few things from his trips. He lived over there for a while. He knew I was into at the time I was quite into the micro fishing, which was big in Japan. I was like, oh yeah, if there's anything, bring it back. Anyway, he brought this back for me. I have no idea what it says, obviously, but I wanted to put this on the rod, something to do with it on the rod, since he's not with us anymore. I thought it'd be a nice little touch. Kind of brightens up the rod a little bit as well. What I've done is I've used this epoxy here, which has been in the shed for a while, and I'm not 100% on it. Although it does seem to be hardening up, but it's taken a bloody long time, and I need to get that. I need to get this off of there, otherwise it's going to end up stuck there. So I don't know when to do that. It's just a waiting game at the moment.
That's a pretty slick car for that night of destruction.
Be the crowd favorite, you gotta have something cool out there.
You gotta impress out there, right?
Exactly.
Kind of run me through what your expectations are or what you want.
I need you guys to handle, obviously, that's quite a bit.
What about we do the deal for 20 grand in trade? But if you come in first, second, or third in the big event with this car, we get an additional 10 to 15 grand in parts. Then it's on us to make sure that you win.
That's an incentive right there. And all you're doing is giving up extra parts from your junkyard. And give us a little incentive.
All right, we got a deal.
All right, now we're talking.
Awesome.
We're on Dangerous Dan's team now, yeah!
Okay, man, we need to get this car in the shop, and you need to go get the rest of the crew so we can get this thing done.
So, probably gone a bit too far on this, to be honest. At the moment, I've added, and I didn't feel like there was enough from the packet, so I took another bit, added it there. It says grub on it, and it's got a picture of a grub, which was from the packet. Kind of looks a bit tacky, but I kind of like that. And I feel like I could put something else here. I'm going to have a think about that. But this stuff, which is supposed to take a long time to dry, to be honest, this is supposed to be for your wraps. I feel like it's taking way too long. I cannot get anything set here. I can't take that off, the wrap. I came up with this bit of wood as a tester for the butt section here, but I am unsure. I kind of like it. I was going to do like a wood or cork and then put something in the butt there, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it looks, you know, like we're almost there when I put that on there, so I like that. I might go for it. I quite like the look of the bit of wood. It's just random. This rod is just going to look completely random when I've finished with it. Anyway. Right, I'm just about to make a start on dinner and tidy everything away. I thought I'd just quickly go over what's been done. It's still not completely dry, but we got this little Daiwa Grub Law logo on there and there. I did this, I've never done this before. I thought I'd have a go at it. I quite like it. In between that gap there. Now I've got the ring on. First ring. I really like the single post ring, so I put it back on. And that bit there, we just I'm thinking about finishing off with a bit of red there and a bit of red at the back here. I don't know whether I'm going with this or not. It's like super light, it don't weigh nothing. It kind of looks good there, but I don't know if I'm just sort of settling on it. And I really want to start epoxying these bits here, you know, and get them on here for good. But I don't know whether this stuff is still good. I might need to buy some more. I don't know whether to go with it. I'll let it all set. Maybe I didn't put enough hardener in. I'll let it all set and I'll make my decision. The progress so far. Got the wraps on as much as I like them. First ring on. I've just done. Yes, I might have forgotten to record this bit. Just done some of the epoxy. That's it's getting pretty hard now. It's been on there for a while. This is my very ghetto setup. No dial. I started taking the rings off the second half. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this one up to about there, and we're going to leave that as is, because sensitivity and all that stuff, I thought it would be a good idea. I think it would look kind of cool, and to be honest, I don't really want to be trying to get that off. I'm just happy with the end of that rod, so I'm going to leave that as it is. And we've got the graphics on. I'm not too happy with how this bit has turned out. So when it comes to me epoxying this rod, I'm going to go over that again. The things I've changed on this rod, so obviously I've got the different seat, which I like that real seat. The graphics here are from a packet that a friend of mine brought back from Japan. He's no longer with us. I just wanted, you know, I always take that packet with me fishing. I thought, you know, I could just take some of those off, put it on there, and I'm taking them fishing every single time, so I'm never going to forget it, you know. So that's that. I really like the red wraps, traditional wraps, traditional thread. I use this on my my split cane rods. It's traditional, and I just really like it. And if I do other rods, I'm probably going to do the same on there as well. I've put 3 different coloured wraps at the back of the rod here. I've done that to represent my youngest, whose favourite colour is green. My eldest, his favourite colour is blue. And then I've done a kind of lilac, which is my wife's favourite colour. So another little thing for them there. I did start to rub off the paint here a little bit. when I first started, because I didn't pay attention to what I was doing, but it's not terrible. You know, I'm quite happy. I'm really happy of how this bit of graphics has come out here. That bit, I just think it could be a bit more epoxy. I really like the way this back end's come out, and so far I'm really happy with it. I'm just, I'm eager to get out fishing. I want to go out. I want to take it out fishing, but this takes ages. This stage, I know it would do. I still haven't found no cork for the butt of my rod, so I'm going to carry on scraping that there off a bit more. Then I'm going to spray paint this. I'm going to mask it all off, and I'm going to spray paint it, and that will be the start of the next section. A dog in the way. I'm pretty damn good. What's going on, Dix? Eh? What's going on? So this was a bit of a risk, really. I didn't want to do the wraps again, so I taped them up, masked them off, and repainted it. But actually, do you know what? It's come out pretty well, because obviously we're going to epoxy over that, and you're not going to see that line there. You can just see the old paint under there. So yeah, I am pretty happy with that. Alright, moved on quite a bit. I can't remember if I actually recorded me painting the rod at all. Probably not, but basically it is a spray paint from B&Q. I did have issues with it because I brought a chrome paint, then they ran out of the chrome paint, so I tried to do the top section in a different paint. It didn't look right, and then I managed to find the original paint and do it. So yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm pleased with it anyway. As you can see, I've topped it off with a brand new, I don't do this very often, as you'll know from the rest of my videos, but I've decided to splash out and get myself a new reel. My other reel, it gave up. So we have now got a Shimano 2500 Katana, and I think it goes really well for this rod. I mean, it feels perfect, so smooth. Waited a long time for a bit of cork for the butts. As you can see, I've sorted that out. Haven't got anything in the end yet. Working on that bit. We've got the graphics from it's from the same packet. It's from these Japanese grub. Don't know what they call it. They're called grub something in Japanese. My friend bought them back from Japan. Sadly, he passed away, so I've added those on there. See, we've got the red wrapping, which I've done on loads of my rods in the past, mostly on cane rods, but I think it looks really good on here, really neat. And that's it. Finished rod. It's really hard to do by hand. Have I got enough space? Hey. It's really good. Perfectly balanced. So recap, what we did is stripped the rod down, had a handle on an old rod that I snapped that I really liked. So we put that on there. Obviously repainted it, rewrapped it, graphics on there. This is a 5 to 20 gram rod, which is my favourite sort of casting weight around the rocks where I fish. And as you see from the videos, I catch a lot of wrasse and bass and pollock. So kind of like my favourite things to catch, really. The odd cuttle fish. But do you know what? I don't think I've ever caught one of those on camera. So we might have to change that in the future. But there we go, that is it. All done. I'm very pleased. Don't know how long I've been doing this for now, but I had to wait on a few bits to come in the post to finish it off. But yeah, as you can see, it's now Christmas now. But I'm very pleased with it. I absolutely love this reel. Really nice. Smooth as anything. Can't wait to take it for a spin. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Keep an eye on the channel. We will take this out and give it a good testing. Oh, I put the line on here. I put it's £20. So, what's it called? It's £20 braid. I can't remember what it is. I got it from Amazon. But the main thing is I like to have white braid so I can see it hitting the water and stuff. And it sounds weird, white, because you know white water and stuff. But I find that I can see this better than any of the other colours. So yeah, so I've gone with that. Keep an eye out on the channel for more stuff. Cheers. Absolutely last little update. Glued on some epoxy resin just to glue on the butt section. This butt section took far too long to come through the post. Just used a coin just to, you know, give a kind of end cap. I couldn't really figure out anything else to put there. I was going to make something out of wood, but then I decided just cover it up with coin. Kind of thought it was cool. That is it. Happy Christmas, everyone.